The sniper fell asleep during his mission. The targets had already arrived, but he didn't know. When the man woke up, all the targets had already gotten out of their cars, so he quickly adjusted his position. He noticed that the glass reflected some light, so he opened the window a little. The reflection was spotted by a puppet soldier. The soldier looked through his binoculars and discovered the man. Realizing he was exposed, the man shot first and killed the soldier. The bullet hit the neck, but luckily the captain finished the shot. The accident disrupted their plan. Most of the officers on the platform were already killed by the squad. When only one officer remained, the squad's position was completely exposed. The captain immediately ordered a retreat. To make up for his mistake, the man aimed carefully and killed the last target with one shot. As he tried to retreat, enemies rushed in. He climbed to the rooftop to hide, but there was nowhere to go. A large group of enemies charged toward him. The man jumped to a window across the street and escaped. When he went down through the backyard, he ran into another enemy at the alley entrance. He shot first and killed him, but the gunfire drew more enemies. It was a dead end. As the enemies closed in, he hid in the corner of the wall. Suddenly, an old woman appeared above him. Seeing her slowly move a flower pot, he reloaded his rifle and got ready. With the woman's help, he killed the enemies and turned the fight around. When more enemies rushed in, he panicked and knocked on a nearby door. A hand pulled him inside. It was his teammate. He finally escaped. When the enemies inspected the scene, an officer found a piece of flatbread. It was the same bread the man had dropped the night before from his girlfriend's tea house. The officer immediately ordered soldiers to check all shops that made that bread. Because of the mission's success, all team members were praised by the commander. The next day, the man went home to visit his grandfather and gave him the reward. But his grandfather thought his grandson had joined the army for money and threw it into the fire pit. Even after the man explained, his grandfather stayed angry. He didn't want to lose his only family member. Finally, the man said he had to return to his unit and started to leave. Just as he reached the door, his grandfather called him back. The old man had finally agreed to let his grandson fight for his country. Meanwhile, the man's girlfriend returned home and was about to go to sleep when the officer suddenly entered her house. Seeing how beautiful she was, the officer had evil intentions.